How did these things go? Oh yeah. What's up, VC? It's me, yours truly. Man, how long has it been since I've said those words? Holy cow. What's going on, VC? Mr. Hall of Fame back here posting a quick video. That light's kind of bright over there. Gosh, I have not done this in quite some time. It's been it's been a long time. But as I kind of mentioned in my last video when I told you I was taking a bit of a hiatus, that if I got the urge to post or, you know, come back and do something, that I wouldn't take that off the table, and I guess today's that day. God, it's almost kind of weird now. but yeah, so I've taken a bit of a hiatus from the VC here, and it's been kind of good too. One of the things I guess you don't really notice until you get away from it, probably like a lot of things in life when you're in the midst of it. I had been very active in the VC kind of from day one, before the VC became the VC. So there was a good 6 plus 7 years or something like that, and I didn't realize just like how like not even time consuming, but like time consuming, emotionally consuming, and just like a part-time job that it became. And the last few months that I've been away from it, it has been kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, just kind of a kind of a relaxing state, I guess. Again, you just don't realize how much effort and time it takes sometimes. So that's been kind of cool. And as I mentioned, I would come back if I decided I wanted to post something, I got the urge to post a video or something like that. And sure enough, I've communicated with a couple of people in the VC here and there. I have been watching a number of videos. I haven't been commenting though. I just been checking out a bunch of people still saying in the background. And I started commenting on a couple maybe 4 weeks ago or so. Dr. Love, Mr. Analog Corner. I saw his new Marantz setup, and I had to reach out to him because that was just awesome. That new setup that he got, and I just thought it was really cool. So I just felt the need to kind of reach out to him. I was like, dude, that's just killer, and so happy for you to the new equipment that he picked up and everything, which is really awesome. And not to mention, when I just saw him, I busted out in laughter. I don't know how many times thinking about Dr. Love and how long it's been since I've spoken to Dr. Love and all of that. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a fire to want to, reach back out into the VC a bit. And then I got an email from John too. Everybody knows Mr. Kiss. Sent me an email and told me about his 1,300 subs contest. And he just put one little line in there that said, something to the effect of, it would be kind of cool if my comeback video was a entry into his 1,300 subscribers contest. I think it was 1,300. And I don't know. I mean, John's such a cool guy. He's I've loved him to death since the day he came into the VC. And again, something about that just kind of lit this fire that made me have brought up this really, really strong desire to do a video. And like I said, months and months and months ago, so if I get an urge to really feel like I want to do a video, and between communicating with those two guys, it just made me, I got a very strong urge to sit down in front of the camera. So, of course, that's just the beauty of the VC and the people that we've gotten to know, even if you haven't communicated in a number of months. So I am back to do my first video here. This is going to be my response to John's 1,300 subscribers contest. Before I jump into that, what I'm playing in the background, little Allman Brothers. This is out of a CD box that I got not too long ago, Idlewild South. Great album here. I know they pressed this on a MoFi too, and I really want to get a copy of that at some point. But let me kind of jump into John's contest. I don't remember what the dates are or anything of that nature. Again, I just wanted to do a reply, so even if it's ended, I still want to do a reply to his subs contest. And he basically asked us to show some albums that have songs on them that we skip over. I guess stuff that just, you know, maybe you really love the album, you just like hate this song, or this song doesn't fit into the album, so every time you play it, you just kind of jump right past it, that type of thing. So I went through and just picked out some of the first ones that came to mind, and I'm the kind of person that skips over a lot of songs, a lot of different albums. So kind of the way I looked at this was songs that I just despised from the beginning, like not even so much where it just wasn't a song I liked, but I actually like disliked it, like it almost pissed me off, or songs that maybe I really liked at some point in time, and then later on I just could not stand them anymore. So that was kind of my mindset when I started digging for what to go over. So let me just kind of pull out a few things here. First of all, I'll start off with this one, just Chumbawamba, and of course the song is Tub Thumper. Despise that song. Oh my gosh, I cannot stand that song. I mean, I do love the bit of the chorus where she says "pissing the night away." I think the way her voice kind of flows in that is nice, but that song bugs me to no end. I used to bounce in a club back in the college town where I went to school, and it was a comedy club, and then, you know, it was like, you know, dancing and drinking afterwards. So when the comedy show would let out from upstairs and everyone comes downstairs, there were two songs that they would always play because they were the songs that kept people in the bar, as opposed to just leaving the comedy show and leaving. They want people to stay and drink so they can make money. So there was two songs they would always play, and then they would always say, the first 20 couples on the dance floor, you'll get free tickets to the next comedy show at the end of the song. So again, that's how they kept people in the bar after the show was out. One of the songs they played I worked this place for 3.5 years, was this freaking Tub Thumper. Oh, you know, I get knocked down and oh my gosh, that song to this day pisses me off just to hear it. So that's definitely one I have to have on the list if I ever go in and play this cassette, because I don't have the CD. Yeah, that song gets skipped every time because I cannot stand it. The second song that same club used to play, and this is one I actually liked when it first came out, and after all those years, I can't stand to listen to it, which is the song Kiss off of Prince's Parade. And that one really stands out too because this is a fantastic album. I mean, Sometimes It Snows in April, and Girls and Boys, Mountains. I mean, there's a ton of great songs on here, and obviously Kiss was probably the biggest hit. And yeah, if I listen to this album or CD today, there's no way I can listen to the song Kiss from front to back. I cannot tolerate it. And that was the other song that they played after every comedy show. Ugh. So yeah, that's definitely one that I skip every time. Jump into a few more here. Def Leppard, Hysteria. I know this album gets, you know, knocked to some degree, but at the same time, I think song for song, one of the best hard rock albums ever, in my opinion. Which is why when I hear the songs Don't Shoot Shotgun and Excitable, to me those two songs don't fit anywhere on this album whatsoever. And I can listen to every song from front to back, going from Women to Rocket to Animal to Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar, Armageddon, Gods of War, Run Riot, Hysteria. But again, when it comes to Don't Shoot and Excitable, I skip those songs every single time I ever listen to this album. So that's another one I would put on there. Queen the Game, of course, another classic album. Everyone knows this one. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I could never catch on to that song. As much as I can, kind of like with Kiss by Prince too, as much as I can hear the brilliance of those artists performing those songs, I can't stand it. If I'm listening to this album, I skip it every time. So I don't know, it's just something about that song with Queen I just cannot connect with. So that's another one I skip over. I'll save my big one for last. Luscious Jackson, another good example. The song Naked Eyes. Never caught on to that song, never could understand it. from day one. Could not, can't stand it at all. And I mean, I love Luscious Jackson. I even worked security for them at a concert one time, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's just that song Naked Eyes. If I ever play this album, I skip over it every time. Just from the start, something about that song just really bugged me. Another one here, Ozzy Osbourne. And of course, this is No More Tears. The song Mama, I'm Coming Home. Never liked it, cannot stand it. You know, I don't know, it's just something about it that just never rubbed me the right way. So that's one that I skip every single time I throw that album on. And then the last two that I'll put here, and I don't know, this one is kind of stretching a little bit. This is, of course, John Cougar Mellencamp. This is the Greatest Hits CD. Really nice CD too. 35 songs on here, all of his classic stuff. But there's a couple different songs by him that I'm not, you know, whatever you want to say with. But I would say the main one that I tend to skip on here quite a bit. I Need a Lover. That's the one I was thinking about. I was going brain dead there for a second. Yeah, another song by him I just cannot stand. Cannot stand that song. But a lot of the other stuff by John, I just love to death. I mean, I think Rain on the Scarecrow is one of the best storytelling songs of all time, in my opinion. As well as, of course, Small Town, and I mean, you know, Mellencamp, all kinds of great stuff. So last but not least, the one song that I never liked, could never understand, yet it was such a huge hit for this band, which is Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. Which obviously, I mean, you guys know that was a huge, huge hit for Soundgarden. And I just never could get that song, and I can honestly say I don't think I've ever listened to it from front to back, from start to finish, because I don't like it. For whatever reason, I can't get it. And again, I can feel and sense I can almost see the genius in it, but I just don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me, if that's kind of the best way to put it. But yeah, so that has to be the number one that I skip all the time on any other albums that I might listen to. This is kind of a greatest hits type thing here. But yeah, Black Hole Sun, can't stand it. So there you go, John. 1,300 subs, congratulations. Thanks for giving me kind of the motivation, the urge to want to come back and shoot a quick video here. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be posting, well, I'm not going to say that not very regularly, but feels kind of good doing this again. You know, I might come back in just initially sharing some box set stuff, kind of like quick review type things. I don't see myself getting like crazy active right away, but you know, who knows, just connecting with those two kind of got those juices flowing. So by the time I start talking with other people again, I'm sure it'll tractor beam suck me right in. Dumb and Dumber reference there. But anyway, so yeah, even on that level, VC, great to kind of be back in touch, to at least touch base with you guys, say hi to everyone, and yeah, we'll see what the near future holds. All right, take care, guys.